Get a £5 free bet every week with Offer Club from William Hill. Simply stake a total of £20 or more across the week on pre-match football accumulators with 4 or more selections, and you'll get a £5 free bet on the Friday. Join William Hill Offer Club on mobile or online now.
Here with Oscar Valdez, who will be defending his WBO Featherweight Championship of the World on November 5th on the undercard of Manny Pacquiao versus Jesse Vargas. Now, let's talk about your opponent, the Japanese challenger, Osawa.
Hiroshima Osawa.
Yeah. I can't get that off. Can't seem to roll it off the tongue. But let's talk about your opponent because he's got 8 straight knockouts. So clearly, he's showing some real power. What do you know about your opponent?
I've seen him fight before. He's a taller fighter, and I'm guessing he's going to try to use that long reach on me. But I'm not really worried about what he's got. I'm not worried. I'm confident with what we've done in the gym. My trainers, Valdez and Hassel, we've worked very hard for this. We've worked hard to achieve our world title. Now we're going to defend it for the first time. So we've been working very hard, trying to get similar sparring to Hiroshima Osawa. Taller sparring is going to put pressure on me and try to change the style because we know he's an awkward fighter.
Now, you accomplished your biggest goals, and that was becoming world champion. What other goals do you have out there?
My main goal is to be recognized worldwide. And I'm saying I want to be mentioned. I want the world to, when they mention the big Mexican champions.
Yes.
I want, when they mention Julio Cesar Chavez, Eddie Morales, Barrera, Marquez. In the future, I want people to say Oscar Valdez is
in the mix.
In the mix of the legends.
Now, you've mentioned that you want to fight some of the best fighters that PBC has to offer. You have Leo Santa Cruz, you have Gary Russell Jr., you have Abner Mares, and then, of course, Carl Frampton. Who do you want to face in the future?
Any of those right now. So right now, I'm very focused on Hiroshima Osawa. You gotta give respect to your opponent. You can never, in boxing, you can never look over any opponent. But if God wants, I win this fight and get this question, I would say any one of them, because I would want to unify my belt. I don't only want WBO. I want the WBC, the IBF, and all the belts. That's my dream as well. See, I got a lot of dreams. I want to fight all these guys. They're big names, so who wouldn't want to see these fights?
Right.
And why not make them? I get one thing I want to prove to the world is I'm not scared of fighting.
Yeah.
No fighting. And I don't want to be called as a boxer who ducked, who cherry-picked these fights. That's not me. Right now, I got a tough fight in front of me. It doesn't matter what people say. They don't know him or not. His career, he did it in Japan. To me, he's a respectable fighter. I gotta give him respect. I gotta take him very seriously. And once that happens, once the fight's done, if God wants I win, why not fight these guys as well?
Now, I've been to the Rock Gym over in Carson. I've seen you train many times. I've been there myself just to work out a few times. Where does that hard work come from? That work ethic? Because when I see you training, I mean, you're like a beast.
It comes out naturally. I mean, one thing that I'm here in the States, here in California, I'm here to train. I'm not here to go out, party, go eat, go to movies. I'm here strictly to train. So I gotta make every day count. I leave my family back in Mexico, and I come here, and there's no fooling around. We're here to business, we're here to train, and that's me because leaving home in training camp. That's easy for me.
Right.
But one thing I admire about my trainers is they live here, they got their lives here, and they still work hard. So it's a combination about everything. I got a good team. I got Manny Rosa and I got Hassel. I got a good manager. My father's with me all the time, and we're here to work. We're here to train, and it comes easy for us to work hard.
Now, Leo Santa Cruz versus Carl Frampton is a signed deal. The fight will be taking place next year in January. Carl Frampton took a decision over Santa Cruz. What do you see in the rematch, and can Santa Cruz get that belt back?
See, I'm a boxer, but I'm also a fan of boxing. And I like the way Santa Cruz fights and Frampton. They're tough fighters.
Yeah.
I think that fight's gonna be a very good fight. And if I were to pick, I think Santa Cruz is gonna take it. I think Santa Cruz he's a good fighter, Frampton's a great fighter. I think Frampton beat him well the first time. But I don't know. I think Santa Cruz needed that to pump him up a little bit more. There's nothing wrong with losing. You know, that's one thing about me. I'm not scared of losing. I'm not scared to put my record on the line. My perfect record, as I say. But I think Santa Cruz, that's going to help him a lot. His defeat is going to help him a lot to do better things in his career.
My last question, Jesse Magdaleno versus Nonito Donaire. Do you feel that Jesse's catching him at the right time, because Donaire is 33 years of age? Some say he's past it, that he's no longer the beast that he once was. Do you think Jesse has the better tools and will come out champion that night?
See, I think, first of all, I think Donaire's not over. I think Donaire's still Donaire. He's a tough fighter. He might be 33, but he's a healthy living 33, and he's a beast. He's still a beast. And what I don't like about this is, Jesse beats him, they're going to say, oh, he was too old, he was already in his downfall. And it's not true. I think Donaire's still a tough fighter. We've seen what he's done in his later fights. He's still a beast for me. I think he's still a top guy in his division. So, but Jesse Magdaleno, he's a hungry lion. That's the word right now for him. And now he has a good team. He has Manny Robles in his team.
Yeah.
You know, once I started hearing rumors that he was going to come to Manny Robles, I said, was going to be a perfect competition, because Manny gives his trainers 100% dedication. It's not because I'm a world champion he's going to dedicate more time to me than his other fighters. He dedicates all his fighters at the same time. So that's what I admire about Manny. And him and Manny Robles and Jesse Magdaleno have clicked very well. I've seen him train. I've seen Jesse Magdaleno in his eyes, the hunger he got. So it's going to be a good fight. You know, if he beats him, if Jesse Magdaleno beats Donaire, which I don't doubt he's going to do it, he's going to be a good Donaire. He's not going to be the old Donaire.
Right.
And if Donaire beats him, he beat hungry lion. So for me, it's a good match. It's an even fight, and whoever wins does deserve to be called the world champion.
Well, it's going to be a great fight card, which is going to be brought to you by Top Rank on November 5th. I'm looking forward to it, my man. Thank you, Oscar.